Okay, so if you have a Beta 450 RX and you're thinking about getting an FMF 4.1 for it because you think it's going to blow your mind, or you think it's going to be increase the power a ton, it does. In a certain spot, that's why I think it's good for some people, but some people, the stock pipe may be a little more effective for them. Uh, I put this on. The main reason I bought it, I didn't buy it because I wanted to improve the characteristics of the motor much. I'm a short shifter. I like gearing my bikes so I can run third and 99% of my corners, and I'm not a rever. So I got this, I put it on, and I went back and forth with the stock pipe a few times. And I'm just going to give you what I noticed when I was riding with the FMF 4.1 on. Bottom end is the same. Mid-range feels pretty much the same, but when you get out of mid-range is where I notice. Now, I just have the slip on. I don't have the header on here. So maybe the header will make a bigger difference, but I'm fine with the stock pipe personally. But what I did notice with the FMF 4.1 is you do gain over rev. So if you're somebody that likes keeping your bike in second gear, not like me, I keep my bike in third gear most of the time. So that's why I went up a tooth on the rear, and so I can pull third through corners. I've never really been a rever on four strokes, but I do have some buddies that are revers on four strokes, and this thing will pull further than the stock pipe is. A lot of the Japanese models and, the KTMs and stuff, there's a big gap between the aftermarket pipe and the stock pipe. You put an aftermarket pipe on, you're going to notice a huge difference. I don't know who makes Beta's stock pipe, but Beta stock pipe is very good. It kind of looks like it might be HGS or something. I'm not sure. But their stock pipe's really good. And then you also have the weight discrepancy between a stock pipe and an aftermarket pipe. The FMF pipes are going to be a little lighter, especially with the Japanese bikes. They're quite a bit lighter, so you're gaining that weight advantage there. This one, yeah, bottom end about the same. Mid-range, maybe a little bit more mid-range and a little bit more pulling power. So if you want to run this pipe, think about what kind of rider you are. It's $800 for the slip-on. So if you want to spend $800, but you're a short shifting rider, I don't know. You could try it out for yourself. But if you're an over rever and you have a Beta and you like to hold those gears a little longer than the average person, then this pipe might be a good fit for you. I purposely went down straightaways in second gear and didn't shift like I normally did, and just left it in the gear longer. And I noticed with the FMF, I could pull further down. I've heard kind of rumors that it is a gain in power on the dyno. I'm not sure of that, just from the seat test with me riding it, maybe when you're really opening up the bike, when you're opening up the Beta. But yeah, like I said, you got to drop some coin to get one of these. I got it because I wanted a spark arrestor to go ride the state park with my son. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'll just go try it out at the track too. I'm going to leave it on. Definitely going to leave it on. I mean, that little bit, if I'm in a race and there's a spot where I'm kind of in between gears and I got to hold second or hold third a little longer, it's going to be an advantage if it's got that little bit more pulling power on top. But yeah, that's just my review of the FMF 4.1. When you're getting an aftermarket pipe, you can't get it in your mind that it's going to change you and change who you are and you're going to drop seconds off your lap times. I guarantee that's not going to happen no matter what bike you're on. But if you're looking for that little bit of improvement, power wise, and a little bit more of that, revving it a little longer, then yeah, this pipe's for you. But like I said, it's $800. They are expensive. Yeah, that was my evaluation of it. Is the stock pipe ran out a little quicker. This one opened up that range of holding on the throttle more. So for me, my type of riding, it wasn't as effective. But if you're one of those guys that likes holding it in that gear a little bit longer, I think this might be the pipe for you to throw on your bike.